Steve Barber here with another edition of Networking with the Best. Now, this edition is actually a very special edition for me, as I have my friend and my business coach, Katie Brandt with Altius Consulting here. Katie, would you like to say hi and tell the viewers a little bit what you do?
Yeah. Hey, Steve. Thanks for having me. Katie Brandt, I'm with Altius Consulting. I partner with business leaders to help them do the uncomfortable and vulnerable work that's required to help them bring courage, compassion, and connection into the workplace so that people can do their best work. And I do this through one-on-one coaching, and I deliver and facilitate leadership groups. And I also deliver training and facilitation around leadership, like my Dare to Lead program, which I know you're familiar with, helping leaders to be braver leaders. So
yeah. That sums it up. And for what Katie has done for me the past several months, especially in 2020, where the world was, how she's helped me be a better leader to my team and my community. I can't put that into words. So it's really special that I do have you here. So you touched upon it, but maybe you can expand, Katie, of how you go about helping your clients, right? So we have the Dare to Lead program, the group of individual training, group training, but talk a little bit in detail about what somebody can expect when they come see you or when they come talk to you.
Okay. Typically start with trying to figure out what we're starting with, what this person is working from, meaning raising some awareness around their wiring and their unconscious programming. Like, who are they as their natural self? Once we do some of that work, it's taking a step back and saying, okay, what do you think about that? What do you think about all these natural preferences that you have? And usually people like the positive things, but then there are parts of that natural self that they aren't so comfortable with. And so we work on just kind of the whole, this is accepting. So starting with what you're working with, getting to a place of accepting it and not seeing it as good or bad, and then expanding. So I think one of the most toxic things that leaders, the way that they think, is that they need to change, that there's something wrong with them, and set some goals and move toward your goals to change. But in my mind, in the work that I do, it's all about expansion. It's not about getting rid of parts of you. It's about expanding on them. So that's where the work starts, because it's all about the way that you're leading yourself. And people use a lot of energy trying to reject parts. And then it's really natural and easy for you to think about the way to lead other people. So
that is so true. The expansion part, expand who you are as a leader. Completely, because we know we're not going to change ultimately. So how do we expand and be better leaders? So most importantly, Katie, how do folks and the viewers get a hold of you?
They can call me, they can text me, they can email me. My number is, my email is Katie, Katie at altiusconsulting.net. And I trust that you're going to spell that for people on the screen.
Yes.
And my number is 630-346-3266. And
Great.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from anyone.
So I am so excited about having you here that I did skip a question in my normal interview process. So give the viewers one takeaway that they can enact in their everyday lives or their everyday businesses by listening to this video. And now they got to wait till the very end to hear this. So it's pretty cool. So go ahead.
Suspense builds. Self-compassion. And I do think that this is, people are hearing it so much and they're like, yeah, whatever. But really, truly, how you lead yourself is how you're going to lead other people, whether you recognize it or not. So self-compassion, it's not bubble baths, massages, and mani-pedis, but self-compassion in, what parts of you are, where are you feeling tension, and where are you feeling that you're judging yourself harshly, and really going to that place. And I know it sounds warm and fuzzy and a little woo-woo, but I tell you that some of the hardest leaders, they just light up when they are able to address an area where they've just been very pushing themselves and not being very compassionate with themselves. So Yeah.
So true. I live it. You've taught me it. You've helped me. So Katie, thank you
And,
for the
and
time. And I'll be posting this, and I hope everybody who watches this reaches out to Katie and at least makes a connection with her, because she's a great person and a great coach. Thanks.
thanks, Steve. Thanks for having me.
Of course.